Hi, it's Julie Lundeval, Demi Colors. I just wanted to pop in. I don't have my watch on, but I think it's about 10:20 p.m. I've had this whole look on, and I just updated my gloss on my lips. That's the only thing I did today. I just put it on, but I wanted to show you what I did. I don't know if you can really see them. I'm gonna twist my arm. I got the Undone water bronzer in Baked and Amber, and I got Mauve in the blush color. Same kind of design. They all, except I got the gloss. They do have the one side of the pen can be tight, lining your lips, and the other side washing the color on. And I wanted to show you that that's Mauve right there. And that's the gloss, and that's called Poppy. And let me think. This is Amber right here, and this is Baked. Amber is a little bit more redder. But what I did, since the gloss, I gotta make things bigger for people to read. Undone, and it's a peach honey. That's what this is. Not sticky whatsoever. But, I thought about it after, when I did I'll tell you what I put on today. But you can also put the cheek mauve, like, I don't know, I think I got on teeth. If you want it to really match, put on your lips, because you don't, and this is, there again, translucent. And I'll just put it where I always do my nose. My nose is always white. It was cold out tonight. And it was John's birthday, so he picked the restaurant he wanted to eat at. So we went to an Italian restaurant up in the foothills. It was busy. There was a lot of people in one corner laughing, and it reminded of me when I was in Exeter with my cousin, my first cousin, my second cousin, and with my mother. This is going way back before 2006. And they had me laughing. We were right in the middle of the table, and it was one of those prestige restaurants near the Phillips Exeter Academy for the, elite. I remember competing there when I was very, very young and blew the team away so much. I might have not had their smarts at the time, but I definitely had them beaten as far as sports. To get back to Undone, what I did, I went like this, and I checked for my high points with Bake. I put it on, and up here I put Bake. And I put Bake everywhere, except I did use some contour, Astoria. I did my nose this morning. I don't know if it's still there, Astoria. And I went down the middle very little with Linen, a highlight I have, Linen. I have White Peach, Aurora, I got Linen, I got Sunlit, Candlelit, June, because I had green yellow at the time for Demi. That's it. And this is what I did for my eyes. I don't know if it can be seen. Right here, you see how it's like, I don't know. I put red 7. I know. I don't know what I was thinking. I was playing around. Here I am, I gotta go out to dinner. I'm thinking, And it's right here. That's red 7. That's red 7. And I put that up here, right up here, because I have red. Red in my blouse. I can stand up, see? I got red. That's what I wore today. And just my jeans and my boots and a blazer. I love Jones, New York. I bought that in 2003 at Carlsbad, California, where they had the outlet mall near the flower fields. You could get some good deals there, and I still have it. John's like, isn't that top you're wearing before I met you? I said, yeah, it's a spree. Teen Esprit. I bought that like in 1989. It's like embarrassing. I told John, all my clothes are going to come back in time. Like the 1990s are here. You wait, 1980 will be back where we can have big hairdos. But I want to tell you that, yeah, I did. It flipped me out that it worked. R7, and I just kept going back and forth a little to bring, I used my Demi brush, bright brush, and then I just used, I think, Aries. I put Painterly, the MAC paint, pot paint, now I can't say it, Painterly, that's all I got, that's all I'm going to say. It covers up your veins and things, but that's what I put on Aries. And then I did a coat of primer. There again, I used Kristen Dior, the primer, and then I used the little black primer, Estee Lauder. And I was thinking of Cara again, because I think she tried Pixie, is it, for your lower lashes? And this is a primer from Estee Lauder, the new one. And it's very small, so I could really hug underneath my lashes and get them color. And I did 2 coats. That was after the white primer, so I had a white primer and 2 coats of black primer. But then I did, where is it? Man-Eater, is it? Which I believe, I know it is because I laughed a lot tonight and it would have been down here. It's a tubing mascara. But I don't know what made me think of R7 up here. I was fooling around like, I don't know what to wear for mascara. I'm looking at my blouse. Like, I did under my eyes with denim eyeshadow underneath, in between my lashes up top. And I came down just a little here. And I didn't bleed as much as I laughed. Of course, when you do your hair the first day it comes out, I don't think it comes out. I like the second or third or fourth day where I can put shampoo, texturing hair. I don't know if you say Orbi, O-R-B-I-E, Orbi, Aubrey. He's got, it's a big, and I bought it. I got the thickening spray. I have the mousse. I have the fine spray, which I love. And I also got Euphoria. It's a powder lift. I mixed the thickening from Orbi and pumped the powder and put it together, and then I put it in. I also used Wow. You gotta do a lot to get my hair up, trust me. And I put Oplex 7. It's an oil. It's just very lightly. And I also use the Oplex, I think it's number 6. Don't print me on that one. It's the one where you can leave in the conditioner. And I rubbed that, and I wanted to soften everything as much as I could. But tomorrow my hair will be better. And this, I covered it, but I had to blow my nose 3 times, but it's not as red. It calmed down. Right here, I did have to put Sunlit because the frownies I was using, I'm not kidding, I never had this problem. I don't know if it's because of microneedling, I don't know. But the patch, behind, the sticky part, you water it, you let it sit for a while, and then you press it in here. The other day when I pulled it off, it tore skin off. First I had 3 dots, and I thought, I can't be allergic. But I think with using tretinoid and micro needling and everything, because I can't imagine I'm allergic. But I could be, because there's something else I want to show you, which actually works too. But there again, and I have lots of these. Have you guys ever seen, it's you know the lid, the silicone lids people put up? I have them. You know, they look like that. You can, I got the good ones, but they're hard to play with. Now that I got it out, I don't know if I can, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got them out all right. I'll get them later. They're like this. I don't know if you can see. They're like a, sure I can tear one off. I got so many. Because I did break out last year. Boy, you really can't get these suckers off. I'm sure that's how you pull it off. You know, when you get frustrated, I'll tell you, they make things harder for older people than children. Children can get into anything. we can't. I really can't. Maybe there's a seal over it. But these are the fabric ones. And you can put those between your lid. And these, actually, you can use your makeup, your eyeshadows. It covers up. Whereas these, the silicone, you can't put makeup or eyeshadow on afterwards. You can still see the silicone. Don't get me wrong, it gives a great hooded person like me lift. But these work the best on me, but I ended up allergic. I started getting itchy and red. And that upset me because I really liked it because it did work. Especially when you don't want your hood on your lid all the time. But, I mean, and I also noticed something else. And this can go out to everybody that have jowls right here. I was looking sideways, and I'm sure you people might have noticed right here. I'm noticing right here that, I don't know if it's my lips or what, but it wants to come down. So believe it or not, this is how vain I can be. Sculpture, the one that can stay in for maybe 5 years, but you gotta have a good plastic surgeon or someone that knows what they're doing. I'd probably go back to Steve, the one that's done Botox and filler, Restylane on me. But I think I would have it lifted. It's my cheek going down, but I think I would have them lifted just a little of sculpture. I'd get more than one opinion, 2, 3, maybe 4, and have that lifted so I won't have the problem. Just have this or fill in the marionette lines, and that might push it up enough. I'll have to talk to a doctor because I'd want to push this up so I don't get, I saw it on the side, look, if you look, my marionette line, and right here wants to come, I don't know. John thinks it's me, but no, I know my face. And people that have this problem or had it, they know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be 62, so I'm not gonna worry about it, but this line, and it just, if I lift my cheek, the sculpture, I won't do Juvederm, I would do sculpture, then it will help slow down the process. You know, get the cheeks back up. Because that's a lot of my problems. So, I just wanted to tell you that, and I am going to do another Jones Road with what the foundation and the bronzer and what you can do with Magic Hour and what you can do with the bronzer. I'm not gonna probably use Dusty Rose, but I got these at Ulta for $10. I love my Demi. I definitely am a Demi girl. Trust me. You know, for me to put R7, I'm like, well, that doesn't look bad. And then I put Sabrina up top. And I did my eyebrows with Chanel. I know. Can't get away from Chanel. I'll either use Joan Rhodes or Chanel, but, where'd it go? But I always end up using the Urban Decay pen to have hairs or make a fine point here. Like this one, I don't want them going down. I want them just going right here. I dropped it. But when I can undo these, you might have already seen these anyways. I think they work. Oh, wait a minute, maybe you go that way. See, I'm stubborn, like, come on. It can't be child-proof. I mean, really? Are they that bad to get? I don't remember it that bad getting into. But I'll figure it out. But I just want to tell you, it's past 10:15 or 10:30 by now. My Demi on my eyes held up. And I did put Spellbound. And then I put, where is it? The mauve over it. Because you can. I mean, I'm sure you can see the color now. I'm going to be washing my face anyways, though. It's transparent, so you can do it. You can even take a brush if you want and do it that way. I look like now I'm blushing. I do like color on my cheeks. I'm not going to lie about that. But I just want to show you. Maybe I should put sangria or bake on the tip of my nose, since that keeps staying white from blowing my nose. And I did use, instead of green yellow, I did yellow orange around here. But I did use Sunlit, pressed it in. I did use water bronzer, but I also used Tanlines. So I had a mixture. That's why I didn't want to go through with it. You'd be like, you would have been all over the place like me. Like, okay, she's using a water bronzer. Now she's using, NV +1 or NO -1, like I did my ear in NO. That is the only ear that showed all night. This one I kept covered. And my hair's like cotton candy. It really... But that's about... All I can say is I noticed Demi really holds up even above the eye. All I did was put, like I said, MAC Painterly. And the R7 I thought came out nice with the Aries, being simple. And just putting denim inside my lashes and down below. And with the two primers, because I saw Cara Brooks with a very tiny one. She said you can really get under your lashes and get it really like dark underneath, because I can't with the normal brushes. So I used the primer, the black primer from Estee Lauder, the newish one that is very thin and little curled. So I'm like wiggling and going up. But I ended up still using the tubing from Tarte, because I love I love the travel. I get all travel. The other ones aren't, the Thrive, the blue and the black. But in my L'Oreal, the Voluminous Brown Balm, that's a tubing. And that's a pretty deep brown too. That's nice. So I just want to show you how Demi, even on my eyes, can hold up. Yes, you can still see my wrinkles, I know, but that's okay. It's not like I'm adding more texture from, the only place I was concerned about was Sunlit. I didn't put it on enough. I didn't want it to like make more texture, because if I put on any kind of cream on me, it will settle in. I don't care the lightest it could be. I could use, where is it? Probably I can even use a wash brush and go lightly with a cream. No, with me, apparently my skin has a lot of road maps all over it that it will get in the nooks and crannies. If you do it heavier And I've done it with a 3D brush. I've done it with the detail. I've worked with it with all the brushes. Blend. I just look to, I'm so used to Demi and looking more natural. Still being glammed up though with the eyes and with the lips, but still have my skin breathing, you know, not, that's for the 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds, even the 50s. I mean, I want to help women with confidence. Think about 60s, 70s, even 80-year-old or 88. I had a friend back east. I'll be seeing someone. I'm trying to think, Sandy, I think she's like 20, 25 years. I don't know, but she didn't look it. And she probably still doesn't. But now that I'm like 62, I remember when she was 55 even, and we used to go out. I was the extrovert. At the time, you know, she was going through her the idiot husband, but that's her business, but I helped her. Introverts, I think extroverts can pull them out of their shells and let them go and have fun to see what's going on out in the world. And I won't forget, I got her at a club with my other girlfriend, Sandy, at the time was my hairdresser. So I had two Sandy friends, and Diane was too tense, but I won't forget there was one night, both Sandys. The other, my hairdresser, she was an extrovert. Well, in between. Me, once I hear the music, I am on the floor. Bye-bye, Julie. It's like, give me. But I remember giving Sandy, she wanted a Corona. Here I am, 29 years old or 30. And I got her a Corona at the bar, and as I gave it to her to drink, she chipped the front of her tooth. And she goes, Julie, that chip you gave me. She goes, my fault. But just to let you know, introverts and extroverts are good together because I think we can they can reserve us extrovert that will jump into the frying pan and think about it later, especially if you have ADHD. But an extrovert can actually think about it, pull an introvert out of their shell. And once they feel comfortable, then they'll be fine. And there's always there's always a balance. I'm just saying, as long as women stick together and that includes makeup, hair, clothing, whatever. If I want a real answer from a friend, I'd probably go to Sandy or Diane, and they would tell me the truth. Like, do I look good in the plaid blouse with my jeans? And if Sandy or Diane said, you look like crap in that, they're telling me the truth. That's when you know you got true good girlfriends. When you got someone that says, oh no, you look great in that, and you put on an outfit that you know yourself you don't even look good, and they still say, oh no, you look good in that too. That's not a real, true bonding friend. That's why I say women need to stick together. It empowers us to have confidence, and we use our heads, our brains. I mean, we can absorb a lot of information, but I just want to come out and just help women. If they feel good about themselves, if they look good and feel good, I know I don't care if you're 75, I don't care if you're 80, 85, or I don't care if you're even 30. It will pull you out of your shell and you will walk tall. I try to remind myself not to slouch because of my back problem, but it's just unbelievable, the confidence. I have my insecurities, but I have girlfriends that help me. Don't worry about it. And they really mean it. It's a little minute thing. It's like the part I'm like, what do you mean? I got a jowl. So I'm looking sideways. So I'm like, oh my God, there's only one way I'm going to be able to stop that, and that's with sculpture. I mean, am I going to go through with it? I don't know, see? I'm the type that has to think about that. Probably 365 days. So I'm going to let you go on that note. I can't wait to be a Saint artist and help women from all over. I don't care if you're in Virginia, if you're in Maine, if you're in Alaska or Seattle, Washington, Seattle. I'm willing to help women because I remember putting eyeshadow on people in the 80s when I worked for Estee Lauder. And now I know how they felt, because now I'm around that age with the hood on the lid and the creepy skin. You know, I can just close up. So, and the frown line here. I'm just saying, I know what it feels like now, what they must have said to me in confidence while I'm doing their eyeshadow or their whole face. You know, we had people from skincare all the way up to a full face of makeup, and they would buy what they liked, or I would suggest what would look great on them. And I knew them so well because I always told the truth, like, oh, don't do the eye zone. I remember the eye zone and Future Perfect, Future Perfect. It was like iridescent blue. I'm like, those two are wasting your money. They don't work. But I did say advanced night repair. That worked. I still believe it today. I don't care if you put it on first thing in the morning and at night, first thing, or after hyaluronic acid serum, whatever, since that pulls everything in. And as far as glycerin or grapeseed, always go 50-50. Half 50 of water, 50% of glycerin, and shake it up. And I just spray it here. Again, I just pat. See, I'm still sticky. It's just good for moisturizing. But I think if you use it 100%, you'll have a problem. You could break out with red bumps because it takes water. It might take more water on your inner dermis than just the top layer. You have to, so you might do 75% water and 25 glycerin. It's whatever is working for your skin. If you're very sensitive, I would go with grapeseed. NOW now carries grapeseed. You can go to Sprouts. That's where I found my glycerin, right there. Big bottle. I just pour it in like a little thing as big as this. And it sprays. And I shake it up. And it's glycerin. And I put spring water. I don't like the water where I live. But on that note, I'm going to let you go. It's late. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer to my best. Or I can always DM you if you really want to get in depth and talk about something. Okay, and that's Julie Lundeval at gmail.com if you want to get in depth about something, skincare or what you're using. Even if it's John Rhodes, whatever. I mean, I've tried a lot of makeups. I've tried a lot of skincare. I jump right in. I try everything, including microneedling. Do I think microneedling works? Yes, but I'm the type that I believe in keeping 91% alcohol around because I get red hair. I get really red hair if I use it properly. And you always want to, even if they're 24K gold, I'm allergic to gold like that. I mean, I can't have it in my, like these. They have to be niobium wire, or sterling silver. That's it. So I'll talk to you later. Probably see you maybe Sunday or Monday night. And you'll see it either Monday or Tuesday, or I might do a daytime. So you'll see me in natural light. I'm trying to figure my phone out. And now I got to do InShot, but I got to read about it so I know how to edit. So I don't keep you guys on because I'm rambling. Have a good night, ladies. Don't do anything I would do. You need to play with your makeup. I don't care if we're in our 60s or 70s or 80s. We still need to play with our makeup. Have a good night. And that's Julie Lundeval, Demi Colors. Night.